Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today we have another Reebok Modern Day Classic. We have the Reebok Mobius MU, and this is one of the first colorways that this model showed up. The white, navy, and red. These finally went out on sale. I managed to grab this pair about $60. Interesting that Reebok gave them this special classic pull-out box. I think, in my opinion, they should have spent more money on upgrading the materials on this model. But that's we're going to discuss that further down on that video. This one is created by my dear friend Xavier Jones, one of the modern day and the most talented designers that Reebok had in maybe the last decade, I would say. Used a lot of the cues from the 90s. This is way he wanted to create it, to reminisce to a lot of us. They love the 90s and the way the sneakers looked back then. This one carries the midsole and outsole of the legendary Reebok Avant Guard. So hopefully this model is coming up this year later. At least that's what I've been hearing. 2019, we're gonna see recreation of that model from the 96, 97 era. The upper is completely new design by Xavier. And let's get closer and look what's special about this shoe. All right, Reebok Mobius in front of you today in this beautiful black and white pull-up classic box. Not sure why they gave such a great treatment on the box. Again, I think they should have invested more money in bringing up the actual materials on that model, but I will get closer and I'll tell you why. Here you can see, this is the white, navy, and red. One of the first colorways to come out. Grab these on a deep discount. Designed by my friend Xavier Jones, and from my conversations with him, I'll tell you throughout the review what he was thinking and what he was going for. Unfortunately, he's not with Reebok anymore. He is moved on to a different career. But regardless, I think he did an excellent job with this shoe. And the only thing that stopped this shoe to sell a lot, I think, in my opinion, is the materials. If Reebok has given a couple more dollars to upgrade the materials to genuine leather, genuine suedes, I think a lot more people would have bought that shoe and not, you know, let it sit. Including myself, I would have grabbed every single colorway if I had the opportunity to wear a good material shoe. So let's get closer. First thing I mentioned, and you will notice, those of you that know Reebok right away, midsole outsole combination from the Reebok Avant Guard. Worn by pretty much everybody on the Reebok contract back in the 96-97 NBA season. At the time, the shoe had a big, giant Ultra Hexalite patch on the heel. Now we have the modern day plastic, rubbery, non-existing Hexalite, unfortunately, and very good traction at the time. Now, unfortunately, only the midsole, which is pretty responsive, provides all that comfort. And when you put them on feet, they're very comfortable. Don't get me wrong, but could they have been a lot more comfortable? Absolutely. If we had the original Ultra Hexalite. Why did I choose to grab this colorway? To be honest with you, on pictures, the other original colorway, the white and black, looks better, at least to me. But the toe box is synthetic leather and it will be absolutely horribly creased and uncomfortable to wear. Where at least this toe box is synthetic nubuck, which doesn't crease and it's not as uncomfortable and takes a lot less time to break them in. So I grabbed this pair. I'm eyeballing the red and black and blue and black colorways they recently released. They both have that synthetic nubuck toe box, which will be a lot better when you grab them. The entire upper and overlays is designed by Xavier. He wanted to create a shoe that it's very close to what we know from the 90s. All the shoes at the time had a very nice overlays and graphics, and I think he knocked it out of the park with these shoes. They're absolutely gorgeous. But as always, Reebok skimped up on the materials and did not give a proper treatment with the leathers. And you will see even the tone is very thin, not a lot of padding. The side padding is okay, but could have been better. Really could have been really 90s if they wanted to. Let me pull out the insole and show it to you if I can. Yeah, unfortunately it's kind of a glued on, so maybe I'll lift a little bit to show it to you. Kinda is looking like Ortholite. It's not the blue one for some reason. I'm not sure why. We have a Reebok Classic logo on the bottom. And here's the ton. So this one is in May of 2018 production. Very nice. As mentioned though, all these white panels are synthetic leather. All the other ones are synthetic nubuck, but at least the synthetic nubuck is very soft and you can, you know, rely on it not to crack or peel after time and not really show a lot of creases. But overall, I think he really did an awesome job, in my opinion. And if Reebok gave him a little bit of a better treatment with the materials, a lot more people would have bought them. Stitching on the forefoot, always like that, front stitched on the shoes, and even double stitched on a lot of them back in the day. And this Avant Guard midsole, it's so classic, so nice. Hopefully gonna see a retro of that shoe later this year. At least that's what I've heard and that's what I know. But who knows, with Reebok, they might scrap the project and move on to something else, because now what's more popular, it's what people buy, and that's his runners. And modern day runners, they look like socks with soles and not these 90s looking, you know, sneakers, which I absolutely love. And all the touches with the little vector logos, this is exactly the time. I mean, look how many we have. We have the toe box, 1, 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have another one here, 5, and we have 7. Inside we have 8, so 8 vector logos. This is typical exactly for that time. These are through the size again. I've grabbed my 8.5 and comfortable. I mean, the midsole is very soft, so whatever compound they did, some sort of mixture between rubber and polylite, it's very comfortable and definitely worth buying, especially now that they're on sale. Like I mentioned, I grabbed these for around $60. I think it's absolutely worth it. And they look gorgeous. I mean, this is, you know, kind of like Team USA colorways. I really like that. There's plenty of months left on the winter, so these will be on my feet first thing this week, and I'm gonna start wearing them. So that's pretty much it, guys. Great job by Xavier. Great new classic shoe. Hopefully, maybe further down the line, we'll see some great new materials on that. If Reebok decides to spend the money and give it some more premium treatment, I will definitely be grabbing a lot more pairs. Next coming up, I will grab the red and the blue pair because they are looking awesome and the materials are somewhat okay. So yeah, that's about it. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel, and until next time, guys, you have a wonderful day.